What's going on, everybody? This is Spli 2 coming to you guys with, well, a preview of the new upcoming DLC, Orange Beast. I'll be going over all the new equipment, how to use it, the prices, and everything like that. Let's get into this. First off, we have the new claim, Waterfall Valley. This claim is massive and stunning. It has a lot of new cool little features. Let's go ahead and get into all those things. All right, here we are at the bank. Let's go ahead and talk about how much this thing costs. First off, let's go back on the page. This will bring us to the Waterfall Valley Parcel. Here you can see the claim costs, well, $3 million and a massive leasing cost of $1.2 million. This is crazy. That's crazy. $300 per square foot, as well as a rent of 45% to the claim owner if you don't own it. Well, where can you find this? Well, if you're in town, you can head down the road from the blacksmith, take a right at the junction, and it'll take you up into the upper right-hand corner where Waterfall Valley sits. Like I was saying earlier, this claim is massive. It has places where you can set up the old wash plants up to tier 5, as well as the old sell points and buy points, as well as 2 locations for Orange Beast to be set up. There's also 2 water towers located on the map, one really close to one of the Orange Beasts, and the other one is a little further away up the hill. But this thing is amazing because it is going to be able to run a lot of pay through these. As well as we have a nice little cleanup shack on the claim, which has, well, integrated water and power ports. All you have to do is plug your water power sources to the outside of the building. It also has the tablet, as well as a bed to sleep in and a nice cozy little fire. Nice little addition to this claim. Wish we had them on the other ones. And here we are, the new giant, huge excavator. It's here in all of its glory. This thing is massive. We're going to go ahead and get into all the details for you guys. That way you guys know what to expect. And here you can see we have the 3 excavators in the game. We have the XM270 for about $15,000, which depending on what mode you're on and time of the year you buy it, as well as the XM400 for $65,000. And then you have the new XM1400 at $276,000. And you can see the scale of this thing versus the previous excavators in the game. It's massive. And here we have the excavators alongside of a rock truck showing you their percentages per scoop. 3, 6, and the monster, which is, well, 19%. And we're going to go and throw that up onto a diagram for you guys so you can see it maybe a little easier on your mobile devices. You have the 3, the 6, and then the monstrous 19%, which is massive. This thing's going to reach deep and dig tons of gold for your sluice boxes. And here we have Cordylus. This thing is a massive new mobile, remote-controlled, well, stacker feeder. And it can fold up, it can move around on control, as well as you can also change the camera view and kind of drive it around as well. As fold, raise, lower for all of your needs in feeding the new Orange Beast wash plant or some of your older wash plants, however you decide to use it. All right, so we're going to show you guys how much these things can actually hold. We have the Frankenstein as well as the Cordylus sitting right next to it. And as you can tell, we have the large new excavator, and this thing only fills the hopper to 6%. And we're going to move on over here real quick, and we're going to fill up the Frankenstein real quick and show you guys the hopper size and how well the new one is and what you can possibly use it for. But this thing will also hold around 12% into the hopper. As you can see here, for your mobile users, you might have a little bit hard time seeing, so we're going to bring this infograph up for you guys. It's 12% for the old Frankenstein and 6% for the new Cordylus. That's a massive hopper increase. Now let's go ahead and bring you guys on over to everything that you guys need to get up and running with the new Orange Beast wash plant. Keep in mind, these prices are normal. So the shaker deck is going to be $2 million. The shaker frame is $750,000. And the sluice runs, you will need 2 of them at $750,000 a piece. So that is pretty hefty price tag, but definitely worth it, trust me. So we're at $4,250,000, and you're also going to need 16 of the new Miners Moss XLs and 16 of the Greats, because that's how much it takes to feed this monster. Some other noticeable things that you're going to be needing is you're going to obviously need a big power generator, a water tower, and about $5,000 in cables and miscellaneous hoses. That's a pretty hefty price tag that we have here. And the grand total for this gigantic wash plan is $4,475,000. Now that you guys have most of that information that you guys need to buy all those pieces, we're going to show you guys how to set it up so you guys can have a little bit easier of a time. First off, you're going to need those miner's mosses. You see the new green ones and the grates. Don't get the blue ones because they don't fit. Make sure you go to the accessories and go right on down to the bottom of that list, and make sure you pick yourself up 4 of the 9-meter steel cables. You will need this with the new huge excavator. That way you can set up the base frame as well as the, well, loose runs. They're big, so you need that extra long distance. Now that you have your 9-meter cables, let's go ahead and hook this up to the base because, well, it takes quite a bit to stretch this thing out over the distance that you need, and it can be quite a bit of a hassle. So I just use the 9 meters, and it works pretty nice with the new excavator. Now that we have all of them hooked up, let's go and get our lift. As you can see, even with this big excavator with the 9 meters, it's a bit of a stretch. So you can also curl your bucket up a little bit to get a little bit more height. And then go ahead and slap this thing into position. Make sure each side is a little different. Look at where you're at, and you will be able to nestle this thing in. On this side of the claim, you're going to want the stairs facing to the claim. That way you can get it in there. This might take a little bit of wiggling, but once you get it close enough, it will snap into position for you and be a little easier. So you just kind of move it around a little bit, get a little bit more lined up to it properly, and let's see if we can get it. Nope, a little bit more, and there we go. Now that we got the stand into place, we're going to go ahead and place the shaker deck, but we're going to need to change the cables up first. Why? Well, these cables are too long. So we're going to go back to the store, and we're going to order ourselves, well, some more cables. So we're going to grab ourselves 4 of the 5-meter cables. This will help you get a little bit more height as well as curling your bucket. So now we have them all hooked up here. As you can see, now we have a little bit more height on our lift. If we had the 9-meter cables, well, it would still be too low. So let's move the arm up a little bit more, get our height, and then let's curl the bucket as well. And now we have the right height to swing this thing into position. And while I'm a little jerky because I'm on keyboard and mouse, a little bit more easier with the controller, and bam. Easy, easy, easy. We are in place. Now we're time for the sluice runs. There's 2 of them. Remember, you need 2. And, oh, well, see what happens when you have too short of cables? I'm stretched out to the max distance. So let's go ahead and, well, get rid of these things and go ahead and yeet them somewhere else because those are too short. And let's go ahead and grab ourselves some 9-meter cables and put those boys back on. And go ahead and lift this back up as well. And well, I'm going to curl my bucket a little bit because I have my cables crossed because, well, the configuration for the sluice runs is those 2 little imports for the water diversion tunnel, which is blue on the side of the Orange Beast stand where the diverters are going. So we're going to go ahead and twist this thing over this direction. Get this thing to pop into place if we can. It's a little, you got to finesse it in there a little bit. Let's go ahead and get it going. 1, tap, tap, and we're good. Awesome. Now let's grab the other one. You can see this thing is going to snap right down in there, but you got to get these things kind of close. So you want to line up properly. Give it a little wiggle. Nope, that's not it. Stuck on the other one. Let's lift it up a little bit more. And come on. You know you want to. And there we go. All right, now that we got that all hooked up and everything is good to go, all the main pieces are in. Now we got to get some water. Well, since this one's really close to the, the Orange Beast itself, we're going to go and pick this one up for $150,000 and hook up the water. All you're going to need is a giant blue hose and you connect that to the out. Make sure you buy some water from the tower. And we're going to plug this thing into the base of the Orange Beast down here on the side, kind of by the stairs where the power box is. And it snaps in right here like this. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys go pick this DLC up here from Gold Mining Simulator, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.